A shadow moves through Golden Gate Park. It is dusk. The city lights begin to twinkle. A dog walker pulls their pet closer. They saw something. Was it a stray dog? No, this creature was different. It moved with a wild grace. Its ears were tall and pointed. Its eyes gleamed in the fading light. Then a sound cuts through the cool San Francisco air. It is a howl, a sound not heard commonly in these parts for many, many years. The coyotes are back. They are not just passing through, they are making San Francisco their home once more. For decades, the city was a coyote-free zone. People thought they were gone for good, pushed out by buildings, by roads, by us. Yet here they are, trotting down residential streets, raising pups in city parks. They are a testament to nature's ability to adapt. The news spreads quickly. Some whisper it with excitement, others with a touch of fear. Coyotes in the city? It sounds like a tale from another time, but the sightings are real. The grainy photos on social media are real. The occasional yip and howl at night are real. Long before the first ship sailed into the bay, long before the gold prospectors arrived, long before the iconic bridge painted the sky, coyotes roamed these hills. They were part of the original California. This land of rolling fog and coastal scrub was their home. They hunted small animals in the grasslands. They raised their families in dens overlooking the Pacific. The Ohlone people, the first humans here, knew the coyote. It was a character in their stories, a familiar presence in their world. This was coyote land for thousands of years. Imagine San Francisco then, not a city of towers and cable cars, but a peninsula of dunes, marshes, and oak woodlands. Deer grazed where streets now run. Birds filled the air with song, and the coyote, a clever and adaptable hunter, played its part. It was a key piece of the local ecosystem. It helped keep nature in balance. The landscape was wilder then, more open, more connected. The coyote was a thread in that rich tapestry of life. It belonged here, as much as the fog itself. Then came the big changes. The gold rush in 1849 brought a flood of people. The small settlement of Yerba Buena exploded. It became San Francisco. Forests were cut down. Marshes were filled. Hills were flattened. As San Francisco grew, the wild spaces shrank. Concrete and asphalt replaced grass and trees. Neighborhoods spread out, covering former coyote territory. For an animal that needs room to roam, this was a disaster. The city became a patchwork of isolated green spots. Parks were like islands in a sea of development. It was hard for coyotes to move between them, hard to find enough food, hard to find safe places to raise their young. The urban maze was not designed for them. It was designed for humans and their activities. The pressure was not just from buildings, it was also from people's attitudes. In the early to mid-20th century, wildlife was often seen as something to be controlled, or removed if it caused problems. Coyotes were sometimes viewed as vermin. Farmers outside the city worried about them. Even in urban areas, fear and misunderstanding were common. There was little thought given to coexisting. The goal was often to get rid of them. This made it very difficult for any remaining coyotes to survive in the city. Another big problem was the lack of connections. Wild animals need corridors. So what changed? Why are the coyotes back after all this time? It is not just one single reason, it is a mix of factors. One important change is in human attitudes. We have started to think differently about wildlife. There is more awareness about conservation. More people appreciate nature, even in cities. The idea of sharing our spaces with other creatures is growing. This means less automatic persecution, more tolerance. This shift creates a more welcoming environment, even if unintentionally. Another key factor is the land itself. While San Francisco is very developed, there has been some greening, efforts to restore natural areas, creation of more parklands. Even small green spaces can act as stepping stones for wildlife. And crucially, coyotes are incredibly adaptable. They are smart, they learn, they have figured out how to use these urban green spaces. They have found ways to navigate our world. They are exploiting the new opportunities that a changing city offers. They are pioneers in a way. Section 5. A city divided, cheers and fears over furry neighbors. The return of coyotes has split San Francisco, not down the middle perhaps, but the reactions are definitely mixed. On one side, there are people who are thrilled. They see it as a magical thing, a sign that nature is resilient, that wildness can find a way even in a dense city. Photographers eagerly seek them out. Nature lovers share stories of sightings. For them, a coyote trotting through a park is a beautiful sight. It adds a touch of wild wonder to urban life. It is a connection to something ancient. These supporters often point to the ecological benefits. Coyotes can help control populations of rodents. Rats are a big problem in many cities. Coyotes are natural rat catchers. They might also keep feral cat numbers in check. Some people feel that the city is healthier with its native predators back. They argue that we need to learn to coexist, to make space for these animals. They believe that the fear is often overblown, that with a little education we can live alongside coyotes peacefully. Section 6, Nature's Niche. The ecological role of urban coyotes. Coyotes are not just random visitors. They are stepping back into an ecological role, a job that was left empty for a long time. One of their main functions is as a predator. In an urban setting, this means they often target small mammals. Think about city parks. They can be full of gophers and squirrels. And in the darker corners, rats. Coyotes are very good at hunting these animals. This can help keep their populations in balance. Fewer rats is something most city dwellers would appreciate. Their diet is not limited to live prey. Coyotes are also scavengers. They will eat carrion animals that are already dead. This might sound unpleasant, but it is an important service. It helps to clean up the environment. Removing dead animals can reduce the spread of disease. In a way, they are part of nature's cleanup crew. They are opportunistic feeders. Section 7, Street Smarts. How coyotes thrive in the concrete jungle. How does a wild dog make a living in a place like San Francisco? It takes a lot of street smarts. Coyotes are naturally intelligent animals, and the urban environment really tests that intelligence. One of their biggest adaptations is their diet. We know they eat rodents, but city coyotes have learned to eat much more. Fallen fruit from backyard trees, discarded food from overflowing bins, even pet food left outside. This ability to eat almost anything is a superpower in the city. It means they are rarely short of a meal. Another key survival skill is knowing when to be seen, and when not to be seen. In many urban areas, coyotes become much more nocturnal. They are most active at night when the streets are quieter, when fewer people are around. This helps them avoid conflict. They use the darkness as a cloak. They learn the patterns of human activity. They know which parks are empty after sunset, which streets are less busy. This careful timing is crucial for their success in a human-dominated world. Section 8, Living with Wildness Safety Tips for Coyote Country. So, the coyotes are here, and they are likely here to stay. This means we need to learn how to live with them, safely, for us and for them. The most important rule, the golden rule, is simple. Never feed coyotes, ever. Not intentionally, by leaving out food, and not accidentally, by having messy garbage cans or leaving pet food outside. When coyotes learn to associate humans with food, they lose their natural fear. This is when problems start. A fed coyote is often a dead coyote eventually. Pet safety is a big concern for many people, and it is a valid one. Small pets like cats and small dogs can be seen as prey by coyotes. The best way to protect them is to keep them indoors, especially at night. When walking dogs, even larger ones, use a leash, especially in areas where coyotes are known to be active. A leash keeps your dog safe. It also prevents your dog from chasing or harassing a coyote, which could also lead to trouble. Vigilance is key. What if you meet a coyote? It can be startling, but usually there is no need to panic. Do not approach it. Do not try to be friendly. If it is at a distance and minding its own business, you can just calmly walk away. If it comes closer or acts boldly, you need to haze it. Section 9. The Urban Wild. Can we share our cities? The return of the coyote to San Francisco is a fascinating story. It is a story of nature's resilience. It is a story of animal intelligence. But it is also a story about us, about our cities, and about our future relationship with the wild world. For a long time, we built cities as if nature was something separate, something to be kept outside the walls, or tamed within neat parks. The coyote challenges that idea. It reminds us that the wild is always there, waiting for a chance. This situation forces us to ask big questions. Can our cities be more than just concrete and steel? Can they also be habitats? Places where both humans and wildlife can thrive? Some people say yes. They envision greener cities, cities with more connected wild spaces, cities where people understand and respect their wild neighbors. They see the coyotes' return as an opportunity, a chance to learn, a chance to do better.